Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at some stories from overweight people in their childhood and how they might have been wronged by people around them for trying to make them eat properly.
If you grew up fat, tell me one story from your childhood that people probably will not believe unless they grew up fat. I'll go first. So this was in 4th grade.
Thank you for zooming in on your face, because that helped me realize what 4th grade is.
It was the day after Halloween, and so I brought a couple of the extra little Hershey's chocolate bars, like the mini ones, into my cold lunch. Snuck them in, might I add. This lunch lady from across the room sees me taking them out of my lunchbox, storms over to me, and takes them right out of my hand and starts screaming at me in front of the entire lunchroom about how unhealthy it is, and how disgusting it is, and how she was sent by my mom.
She was sent by your mom. Okay, so you have had a food addiction your entire life, to the point where even as a child, your mother had to send people to spy on you to make sure you weren't overeating. There's a 0% chance that your physique is the result of systemic racism or your postal code or any of that other nonsense that other people said. It's due to your binge eating disorder, which is an eating disorder.
To be a spy, to check the food I was eating, to make sure I wasn't sneaking extra food.
Right, so this story tells a lot about you. It doesn't tell about how your mother is a horrible person. A mother's job is to take care of their child and not let them do things that harm themselves. Did she also take away your vodka? That bitch.
My mom
Thanks for zooming in for dramatic effect again. I didn't get the message until you did that.
had a spy on like a 9 or 10-year-old.
Or another way to reword that is that I was so out of control with my eating that my mom had to send a spy to watch on me at 9 years old.
To make sure she wasn't eating frickin' food.
I like how she lost the word she was looking for right there. How she wasn't eating fucking food. Okay, so the point of her story was that, you know, she's been dealing with fat phobia her whole life. That's the point she was trying to make. What I'm getting from the story is that you've had a binge eating disorder for a very long time, and your mother was trying to help you. Instead of realizing that she was trying to help you, you lash out at her. You know, this is very interesting because when we're children, we see the world through a much different set of eyes than we do today. Like, when I was young and I would get spanked, I would hate my parents and be like, oh man, those jerks, I can't believe they did that. But then when I got older, I realized that they were spanking me for my own benefit, to teach me discipline and to guide me in the right direction. As an adult, I can see that because I am an adult now and my brain has matured. This person's brain apparently never matured past the age of 9, because they're still like, Mommy took candy away. Mommy took my candy away. Me sad now. Alright, now we're going to take a look at another clip from the same creator, Splotchmaker, on TikTok. This clip says, I genuinely love being fat. I feel completely separated from diet culture and thin expectations. I didn't realize that people were trying to include you in that. I know people's intentions and if they're worth my time after a second of interaction. Right, so if anybody calls you out on your crappy behavior, they're not worth your time, right? It's made me so much more thoughtful in my life, caused me to grow so much. So, disregarding people's advice has made you more thoughtful, gotcha. Caused me to grow so much. Everyone needs to unlearn their fat phobia and tap into this freedom. Well, I do agree that you should be confident and you should not care what other people think, at all. Whether you're fat, thin, whatever. You should be confident in yourself. You shouldn't be confident in your body if you have a crappy body. You should be confident in yourself. Right? Does it make sense? Let's say I invited you over. I'm like, yo, check it out, dude. I just built the Lego Death Star. It is so dope. And you come over and I'm all like, yo, check it out. And I point at the ground and there's just a pile of Legos there that have not been assembled. You would say, bro, you didn't do any work, you didn't assemble the damn thing, why are you showing this to me? Why would you show off the thing that you have put 0 effort into? Looks don't matter. What matters is what's on the inside. That would be a far better message than, well, looks do matter, but you all need to pretend that being fat is beautiful. Alright, let's take a look at another creator right now. Her name is Megs for Fun. She puts out some very cringy and insane content as well. Okay, so this girl is saying, can we stop calling people fat phobic for not wanting to date an overweight person and let people have preferences? A very valid and true statement. Now let's see what our friend Megs for Fun has to say in rebuttal.
Hi, Jessica. I don't know if that's your name, but you seem like a Jessica.
Okay, what is that supposed to mean? I don't know if that's your name, but you seem like a Jessica. Why? What does that mean? That's clearly an insult. So, this girl has preferences and you're mad about it, and you're gonna call her Jessica because your jealousy is rearing up again. You really need to get that under control.
Nobody cares who you're dating. I know that's a really hard pill to swallow, but genuinely nobody cares who you're dating. Except maybe somebody else who wants to date you. So when fat people are talking about societal fat phobia and the way in which it informs beauty standards and then informs desirability in partners, we are simply saying that those preferences are not innocent. None of them are. So continue about your day and love your boyfriend, girlfriend, who the fuck ever, in all their skinny glory. But when your preferences are negative, they are very clearly not preferences.
What is a negative preference? What do you mean? Whatever I like is negative because it's not you? If I don't want to date you or be with you, then my preferences are negative. What is a positive preference? A preference in favor of obese people?
When your preferences reject entire classes of people,
then that's called a preference. Your preference can reject whatever you want. It's a preference. You can literally be like, I don't want to date Indians. And you can do that. People can call you racist and all this nonsense all they want, but that's your damn preference. Some people have a preference for soccer players from Haiti whose name is Mark, okay? Like, deal with it.
they are not preferences.
Yes, they are.
But most importantly, the question I have for you at the end of the day is, why do you hate fat people so much that you needed to come on an app and scream so loudly, I fucking hate, and would never date a fat person?
She did not come on the app and scream, I hate, and would never date a fat person. She said, maybe some people don't want to date overweight people. It's called preferences. And then you venomously attacked her, called her Jessica, like she's some prissy this or that. I don't even know what the hell that's supposed to mean, but it's clearly derogatory. So you started attacking her and being venomous and angry. You're like, how dare you? How dare you not want to date me? I am beautiful. If you do not think I am beautiful, it is because society has brainwashed you. Your brain doesn't work. You can't like whatever the hell you want. Society has brainwashed you. That's the only reason that none of you want to date me. Stop being so brainwashed, man. You guys are just so fat phobic and brainwashed, man. Fucking bullshit.
When literally no one cares. No one gives a shit who you're dating.
I know. You don't care so much that you made a video about it and started screaming and getting angry. And there you have it. Some overweight people have been overweight since they were young, and they have stories about it. The story should be more of a cautionary tale for the person who is telling the story. Like, you've had a problem for a long time now. Your mother tried to help you. You rejected that help. And you're still so immature that you call her fat phobic to this day. You still have the mentality of the 9-year-old who got that candy taken away. So grow up. And then we've also learned that trying to fake being happy and confident on TikTok doesn't work. And we also learned that having preferences is just fine. If you try to force people to date you based on your weight or your race or any of that other nonsense, you're a fool. We will all date whoever we want to date. I honestly feel like I've taken several IQ points off my brain just by watching that crap. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.